Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to talk about fatigue, chronic fatigue, to be exact. And here at the Acupuncture is My Life clinic in New York City, we tend to see a lot of patients suffering, or individuals suffering from chronic fatigue, and as well as many of my colleagues globally. And when we have our virtual meetings, which are usually other acupuncturists from up to 5 different continents, we notice that this silent syndrome, chronic fatigue syndrome, is out there. And it's not discussed enough. Now, I myself have done virtual wellness sessions with individuals from all over the planet, and have spoken to individuals suffering from chronic fatigue. And informed them that something as simple as what you drink every day contributes to your fatigue. And some of the drinks in which I discuss, and I'll talk about it in this podcast, shocked them. And I'd explain to them, just like I do even in wellness sessions, that when it comes to fatigue, a person's liver is the primary organ that tends to be affected. So an acupuncturist can look at the liver as the root of extreme fatigue. Why? Because the liver it dominates the sinews on the body, which connects the muscles to the bones and motor functions. So you see, when a person's liver fails to nourish the sinews, an individual can experience, let's say, difficulty in or intolerance to activity, resulting in fatigue. So you see, a deficiency in the functions of the liver and the liver's internal balance of yin and yang can easily affect other organs. Why? Because one, the liver stores blood, and his blood is responsible for nourishing all other internal as well as external organs. So a shortfall in the functions of the liver, an acupuncturist understands, can lead to secondary dysfunction of the kidneys, the heart, the spleen, as well as the lungs, therefore causing emotional stress and allowing for exterior pathogenic factors to contribute to the prevalence of fatigue. But you see, this is why it's important to sit with an acupuncturist. Because if you're suffering from chronic fatigue, they'll explain to you, among other things, how your liver's been affected or impacted. What's the present state of how your liver is functioning and what's going on. And we put together a treatment protocol, of course, to rectify this issue. You see, many individuals, along with, let's say, overwork, or lack of or poor sleep, what you're drinking can play a key role in you feeling fatigued. One of the main contributors is coffee. And I speak of this a lot in many podcasts. If you can get off of coffee, try your best to do so. You see, many individuals, wow, I need my cup of tea. Many individuals become dependent on coffee to give them that jump start for the day. They can't function unless they've had it. That's a problem. You're addicted to it. It's seen as a drug to get you going. You have to think about the days when you don't have access to it. Pretend you're stranded on an island somewhere and there's no coffee. What are you going to do? You see, the caffeine, along with the junk sweeteners that are added to it, tend to have a major impact on your energy levels. And when I discuss sweeteners, when you're at Starbucks or you're at some coffee place and you want these special types of coffees that are sweet and have syrups and flavored creamers in it, which is garbage. These things, along with the caffeine, have a major impact on your energy levels. And it tends to cause you to crash after you've experienced that high during morning time. And this is what compels you to want to reach for another cup, because you need to get that high going again. But outside of that, you'll notice you're feeling tired somewhere between the hours of 2 and 4, which represent the internal organs of the small intestine as well as the bladder, to an acupuncturist. And this is when your blood sugar and cortisol is nosediving. You see, you sit with an acupuncturist and they'll discuss certain herbal teas with you that are good for you and can replace coffee. Because understand, coffee, caffeine is like a drug because it's a stimulant. And many individuals are unaware of that. Another in which I speak of a lot is soda. If you can stop drinking soda, please try and do so. Because many individuals are unaware that soda can make you feel tired. Why? Because it contains refined sugar, which tends to lead to fluctuations in a person's blood sugar levels, leading to fatigue. Therefore, wreaking havoc on your energy levels. It also plays a part in increasing your risk of becoming diabetic, along with other diseases, heart disease, and so forth. And many individuals are unaware of this. Understand something. When I'm constantly saying, along with seeing a physician on an annual basis for your regular annual checkups, make regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist. It's for your own benefit. Because these are things you'll learn during your wellness sessions with an acupuncturist. But here's something else that's going to shock you. Are those fruit smoothies. Be careful. Yeah, fruit is an important component of a healthy diet because it, with the right fruits, has the ability to reduce inflammation internally as well as support a healthy gut. It's loaded with vitamins and minerals. But you still have to be careful. You need a certain balance of ingredients because fruit contains natural sugars. It's the best place to get your sugars from. You have a sweet tooth, turn to fruits. You don't want candy or whatever processed foods. Stay away from that. But understand that fruit by itself in a smoothie has the ability to cause blood sugar to spike and then boom, fall real quick. So be careful. I'm not saying stay away from smoothies, as I've said, when it comes to soda or coffee. But you just have to be careful with the ingredients. Maybe put some organic peanut butter in there, form of protein. It's what you mix with it. Chia seeds, flaxseed. Because when your blood sugar drops real quick, it can lead to fatigue, along with irritability and hunger. And you have this going on a regular basis. Then it becomes chronic. You start to suffer from chronic fatigue. But like I said, throw some peanut butter and some chia seeds or flax seeds or something in it. Mix it up, not all fruit. You don't want to do that. Because you have to understand, health is wealth. The wealth is not in an app on your phone or in the stock market. The wealth, it's not in a safe, or it's not even in the bank. Wealth is not in your pocket or your purse. It's not under the mattress. It's not in the shoebox in the closet. And it's not under the doghouse in the backyard. Guess where the wealth is? It's in you. And I'm sure many of you are aware of that. That's why you listen to Acupuncture's My Life podcast. Now guess what? This is going to surprise so many individuals who love to exercise, even party goers. And that's these energy drinks. Now, why did I say party goers? I went to a party recently, and someone offered, I'm not going to say the name of the energy drink, but that energy drink with alcohol. Now, I didn't know. Call me whatever you want. I didn't know people are doing that. Dude, that's like a death cocktail or something. Especially, oh my gosh. No. But right now, I'm not going to get into alcohol. I'm going to stick with energy drinks. They temporarily, yes, impact your energy levels, give you that charge. But they have tons of side effects. It sends your heart rate racing. Increases your blood pressure, wreaks havoc on sleep quality, and it contributes to tooth decay. Remember that. Energy drinks are nowhere worth it. Go see an acupuncturist. Because if you're chi deficient, an acupuncturist is great at nourishing chi and blood. Get you going. And you don't have to turn to energy drinks or coffee every day. Regular wellness visits, you'll see your energy levels, how they're affected in a positive way. But energy drinks contribute to heavy fatigue later on in the day. And many individuals want to take a quick nap, put their head down on their desk, or lean the seats back in their car. And you know what else? You want to exacerbate these levels of fatigue? Energy drinks tend to cause a person to become dehydrated as well. And many individuals are unaware of that. They're unaware of that. So if your energy levels are low, see an acupuncturist. Trust me, you'll notice a serious change. For the better, of course. Seriously. Now, and now, since I've mentioned it briefly with energy drinks, I'll even discuss alcohol. Now, alcohol is bad in many ways. One main way is it depresses the central nervous system. Please tell me, why the hell would you want to consume something that screws with your nervous system? Take a second and just think about that. Why? Many individuals are hooked on alcohol. Oh my gosh, it makes sense what Dr. Lott is saying. Why? Because in it has a sedative effect. That's why some people call it having a nightcap. But why would you want to drink something that can affect your central nervous system like that? Why? Long-term use of that? Not good. And it also worsens your sleep quality. And I've discussed this over and over and over in many podcasts. Why? Because it increases a person's body levels of epinephrine, which is a stress hormone that pretty much ramps up the heart rate and stimulates the body. And when that happens, you ever sometimes have drinks before bedtime and then you find yourself waking up at about 2, 3 in the morning? Now, between the hours of 1 and 3, those are the hours of the liver where the liver's really like regenerating, recharging naturally. So if you're waking up between 1 and 3, your liver's taxed. Now, at the beginning of this podcast, did I not discuss the liver being the organ primarily affected when it comes to fatigue? See an acupuncturist. And also keep in mind, okay, you want to call it a nightcap. You see, alcohol-induced drowsiness is not specific to nighttime only. Put that in the back of your head. So you see, alcoholic drinks eventually lead to a person feeling fatigued. Just only consuming one drink can make you feel lethargic. See an acupuncturist. There's so many ways in which they'll educate you on the things that's going wrong with your body, which is unique. It's never a one-size-fits-all with an acupuncturist. Everyone's different. We're born with a certain set of deficiencies and excess patterns and so forth relative to our constitution. Understand that. That's how an acupuncturist views you. There's no one set treatment protocol for everyone that has diabetes, for everyone that suffers from hypertension or some type of sleep disorder or mental and emotional disorder. And I even discussed that on acupuncturesmylife.tv. Watch our TV channel. It's on the internet, acupuncturesmylife.tv, and it's even streaming on Roku TV, which is a global streaming service on every smart television out there. It's free. But seeing an acupuncturist is extremely important. It's only for your good. Just simply make acupuncture a part of your life, okay? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?